The Morning Blend start their day with coffee from Pears Gourmet, the official coffee of the Morning Blend. Learn more online at omahamorningblend.com. All right, so this event is so wild. We're giving you a week to make plans. Something about, I don't know, beer poking, lederhosen.
It's going to be a wild time, and it's free. And yes, you can bring the whole family.
Yes, you can. This guy's going to be there wearing his lederhosen. Welcome back, Frank Freihout. Good to see you, Frank.
Thank you, Mike. Kayla.
Hey, looking good today, buddy.
Well,
always looking good.
Yeah, always. Yeah. So this is called Maifest, right?
Maifest would be. Yep.
I asked you before the show, is it May or Mai?
It's May or Mai because
and she said May.
Because
I said
those
it's
of us
Mai.
who aren't fully as German as Frank, we say
M-A-I,
May.
so Maifest. It's a great springtime tradition
Maifest.
in Germany. You know, we've got our Maibaum we dedicated last year, still going strong, and that's a great little poll that German towns put up with all the different companies and organizations in town are proud to show their shield. So we've got that posted, and we're having a great festival to bring folks out and enjoy springtime with some German dancing, some music, food, of course, the great food and great beer. Have a couple of big beer gardens. Of course, if the weather's bad, we've got our big ballroom indoors. So.
Perfect. Okay, we mentioned beer, and we've been talking about beer poking because we've never heard of this
Beer
before.
poking,
Frank, fill us in.
Well, you take a Bock or double Bock. Some of those beers have a little more sugar content, and you take a hot steel rod out of the fire and kind of briefly introduce that to the beer, and it kind of caramelizes that, gives it a little different flavor. So it's kind of a fun thing to do in the springtime with the Bock beers.
Sounds
and
delicious.
then we also mentioned earlier in the show about a German look-alike contest. Right.
That's right. So for the little kids, we'll have a Hansel and Gretel contest, and even adults, if you
So
come
they can
dressed
dress like
me,
that, right.
little Hansel and Gretel, we'll have some of that later in the afternoon. And later in the evening, you can come as your best David Hasselhoff look-alike or Heidi Klum look-alike.
Okay, so I got to stop for a second because, Mike, I think that you can compete. I dug something up. Take a look at the monitor.
Oh, you dirty dogs!
There's
There
the
he
Hoff.
is.
He's the Jacka-Hoff.
I know I had some German in me.
Mike, you're perfect.
So do you think he would win if he came
I
dressed like
think
that?
it would be a tough choice. You know, rumor has it David might come himself, so you might have competition.
You guys are dirty dogs. How about the entertainment that people are going to?
Oh, we've got the Mark Vieladal band later in the evening, but in the afternoon the Red Raven band. So that'll be great. And we've got a couple of guys from our brew club. Are actually it's a 6-hour process to brew beer. They're going to get the whole process started. They won't do the fermentation, obviously. That takes longer, but you'll get to see that. We'll have some games for adults and stuff going on for the kids. All kinds of good stuff throughout the afternoon and the evening.
Do you have to be German to have a good time?
Not at all.
Ow.
Come on out. It's free entry, free parking. The beer garden out front, another fest tent out back with the ballroom and the food. This year we're bringing in some Leberkäse along with the bratwurst and the currywurst. Leberkäse is a great little pork and beef loaf, and you can get that on a pretzel bun with or without the sauteed onions. Oh, it's just great.
Sounds great.
What do the kids like to eat out there?
Kids will eat. A lot of times the bratwurst goes over really well. Of course, we'll have the German torts. We'll have hot dogs and stuff for the little kids that are kind of picky. But the German torts are great. They're fantastic.
Love the torts.
So,
Yeah.
and this year, not quite kids, but we'll have some root beer floats, but Optimator floats or double Bock floats for adults, along with a special beer that our brew club
So is that beer
brewed.
and ice cream?
You got it. You got it.
Wow, Frank,
Kind of a
you are
specialty.
blowing my mind today.
Ice cream and beer?
Yeah, a double Bock, which is a little sweeter beer, has a great flavor to it.
I'd try
All
that.
right, Kayla, it's not Mayfest, it's Maifest. Saturday, May 2nd at the German American Society. GermanAmericanSociety.org is the website as well. Frank, thanks for stopping by. Italians are welcome.
Definitely.
The
all
French?
All
We let
our
the French
friends
come
are
in?
welcome.
I am
let 'em all.
showing my Polak side with that
The
pronunciation
Polish side
error.
can come?
Definitely.
All right. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate
Thank
the
you.
time this morning.
Mike's going to come win the Hoff contest.
Yeah, okay. He's promised Omaha the kind of comedy that will make you laugh until snot bubbles pop.
That's a quote. Now, hopefully, we'll keep the set slime-free. Ralph Harris joins us when the Morning Blend continues.